Every day you wake up, there's a truth that never changes. You are loved and valued beyond what you can imagine. This love doesn't waver with your successes or failures. It isn't based on what you've done, what you own, or where you've been in life. It's a love that sees the real you, the you beneath the surface, the you that sometimes feels unnoticed, and it says you matter. When life feels overwhelming, when people don't acknowledge your worth, or when you struggle to see it in yourself, this truth remains: you are enough. You are cared for in ways you might not always feel, and you are seen even in the moments you feel invisible. The circumstances around you may change, but this love is constant. It's not about what the world thinks of you, but about how you were created with intention, purpose, and value that can never be taken away. It's easy to let doubts creep in. You might ask, am I doing enough? Am I worth anything to anyone in those moments? Remind yourself that you are already more than enough. Your value isn't measured by your struggles, your mistakes, or even your achievements. It's measured by the simple, undeniable fact that you are here, and your existence alone is meaningful. Sometimes this love shows itself in unexpected ways: a kind word from a stranger, the strength to keep going when you wanted to give up, or a quiet peace in the middle of the storm. You are loved in ways that surpass human understanding. And that love speaks into your life every day, urging you to believe in your worth, to rise above the noise of self-doubt, and to live boldly. You are not forgotten. Every part of your journey, even the hardest parts, is seen and cherished. You are made with care, and you are treasured. No matter where you are, what you've done, or what you face, you are deeply loved and infinitely valued. Hold on to that truth. It's the foundation that can carry you through anything. Every person walking this earth has a purpose, and that includes you. Even in moments when life feels unclear, or when you wonder why you're here, trust that there's a reason for your existence. You may not see it yet. It might feel hidden beneath the weight of challenges, uncertainty, or even failure. But purpose is not something you have to invent. It's already inside you, waiting to unfold. Life often reveals purpose one step at a time. It doesn't always come with a bright, flashing sign or a perfect plan laid out before you. Sometimes it shows up in the smallest things: a talent you've been nurturing, a word of encouragement you gave someone, or a lesson learned from a difficult experience. Every piece of your journey, even the parts that seem insignificant or painful, is shaping you for something greater. When you feel lost or stuck, remember this: purpose isn't always about doing something grand in the world. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. It's about impacting the lives around you, even in quiet ways. You may be someone's source of hope, a friend's comfort, or a family's strength. Your life has ripple effects you may never fully realize, but they matter deeply. Even the waiting, the frustration, and the setbacks are part of the process. They are refining you, teaching you resilience, patience, and faith. Purpose is often born in the midst of struggle. It's in those moments when you're tempted to give up but choose to keep moving forward that your purpose begins to take shape. You don't need to have it all figured out. Trust that each day brings you closer to clarity. Trust that the gifts you have, the passions you feel, and the dreams in your heart are not random, they're intentional. And when the time is right, all the pieces will come together, and you'll look back and see how everything led you to where you were always meant to be. Your life is not an accident. It has meaning, and you have a role that only you can fulfill. So even when the path feels uncertain, keep walking. Even when the purpose feels distant, hold on. You are here for a reason, and that reason will become clear in its perfect time. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to discover the strength that already exists within you. You've been equipped with more resilience, courage, and endurance than you may realize. It doesn't always feel that way, especially in the thick of struggle, but the truth is, you were created to endure, to rise, and to overcome. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path that seem insurmountable, situations that make you question your ability to keep going. But in those moments, remind yourself that strength isn't always about feeling powerful, it's about choosing to move forward, even when it's hard. It's in the quiet determination to take one more step, to try one more time, to believe in a better outcome, even when the odds seem stacked against you. The strength you have isn't just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's the kind of strength that carries you through sleepless nights, that helps you make tough decisions, and that allows you to hold on to hope when everything around you feels hopeless. That strength doesn't come from the outside, it's already inside you, placed there for every trial you'll face. Challenges are not meant to break you, they're meant to build you. Each one is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn, and to prepare for what's next. Every time you've overcome something difficult in the past, you've proven to yourself that you can do it again. That's the power you carry. It's the quiet voice inside you that says, I've been here before, and I made it through. Even when you feel weak, that's often when your greatest strength emerges. It's not about never falling, it's about getting back up every time you do. Strength is not the absence of fear or doubt, it's the courage to act in spite of them. And when you lean into that, when you trust in the power that's been given to you, you'll find that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. Whatever you're facing, no matter how big or small, know that you have what it takes to overcome it. You've been prepared for this, even if you don't feel ready. The strength you have will guide you, and with each step forward, it will grow. Challenges will come, but so will victories. You've got the strength to face them all. Your past does not define you. The mistakes you've made, the wrong turns you've taken, and the moments you wish you could erase are not the full story of who you are. Too often we carry the weight of our past like a heavy burden, letting it whisper lies about our worth, our ability, and our future. But the truth is, you are so much more than your past. Mistakes are part of being human. They don't make you unworthy, they make you real. Every stumble, every misstep has something to teach you if you're willing to learn. They are not the end of your journey, but stepping stones along the way. Each one shapes you, not to define you by what went wrong, but to prepare you for what can go right. Your potential is greater than any regret you carry. It's the fire inside you that keeps burning, even when you feel like you failed. It's the voice that says you can do better, you can rise again, and you can. You are not bound by what you've done, you are freed by what you're capable of becoming. Every day is a chance to rewrite your story, to step into the person you're meant to be. Think about it, some of the greatest achievements in history have come from people who once fell short. They didn't let their failures have the final word. They saw their potential and chose to believe in it. That same potential lives in you. It's waiting for you to recognize it, to nurture it, and to act on it. Don't let shame or guilt hold you back. Those feelings are not meant to imprison you, but to remind you of the lessons you've learned and the strength you've gained. Use them as fuel to push forward. The future isn't written yet, and every step you take toward growth, healing, and purpose is a step toward defining yourself not by your past, but by your vision. You are a work in progress, and that's a beautiful thing. Your mistakes do not determine your worth, and they certainly do not limit your potential. Let go of what was, embrace what is, and step boldly into what can be. You are defined not by where you've been, but by where you're going, and where you're going is filled with possibility. Every day you wake up is another opportunity to become a better version of yourself. No matter what happened yesterday, today is a clean slate, a fresh start. It's a gift, one that invites you to leave behind regrets and mistakes and focus on what you can do right now. Growth isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And every single day gives you the chance to take one more step forward. Life isn't a race, it's a journey. Each day brings lessons to learn, challenges to overcome, and moments to reflect on who you are and who you want to be. Growth doesn't happen all at once. It happens in the small, consistent choices you make daily. It's in deciding to be a little kinder, a little more patient, a little more committed to your goals than you were the day before. Improvement isn't about comparing yourself to anyone else. It's about recognizing where you are right now and choosing to move closer to where you want to be. Even the tiniest step in the right direction is progress. Whether it's learning something new, letting go of something that no longer serves you, or simply deciding to face the day with a positive attitude, each action builds on the one before it. Some days will feel harder than others, and that's okay. Growth isn't always comfortable. It often comes with struggle, but that struggle is what makes you stronger. When you face challenges, you're given the chance to develop resilience, to refine your character, and to discover strengths you didn't know you had. Every sunrise is a reminder that no matter how difficult yesterday was, you have the power to try again. The mistakes of the past don't have to define your future. With each new day, you can make a different choice, take a different path, and create a different outcome. That's the beauty of life. You're never stuck unless you choose to be. Embrace the day no matter what it holds. Look for the opportunities to learn, to grow, and to improve. Even in the smallest moments, there is a chance to become more of who you're meant to be. Today is yours, full of potential and possibility. Use it wisely because every day is a gift and it's yours to make the most of. No matter what you're going through, no matter how isolated or overwhelmed you might feel, you are never truly alone. There's a presence with you, a divine guidance that walks with you through every moment of your life. It's not always loud or obvious, but it's always there, steady and unchanging. In those quiet moments when doubt creeps in, when you wonder if anyone sees your struggles or understands your pain, remember that you are seen. You are known. There is a power greater than anything in this world that watches over you, cares for you, and wants the best for you. This guidance doesn't leave you, even when life feels heavy or uncertain. Sometimes this presence reveals itself in ways you might not expect: a word of encouragement from a stranger, a sudden burst of strength when you thought you had nothing left, or a moment of peace in the middle of chaos. These aren't coincidences. They're reminders that you are supported, even when you can't see the full picture. Divine guidance doesn't always give you the answers right away. It might not take away the challenges you face, but it gives you the wisdom and strength to navigate them. It lights the path before you step by step, even when the road ahead feels dark. All you have to do is trust it, even when you don't fully understand it. There's a profound comfort in knowing that you're not carrying the weight of life by yourself. When you feel like giving up, lean into that truth. When the people around you don't seem to understand, know that there's a higher power that does. When the journey feels lonely, remember that you're never walking it alone. You are guided, protected, and cared for in ways that go beyond what you can see or comprehend. That guidance is patient. It waits for you to reach out, to ask for direction, to trust the process. And when you do, you'll find that the support you need has always been there, ready to lift you up and carry you forward. In every challenge, in every joy, in every moment in between, divine guidance is with you. It's a quiet but constant reminder that you are never forgotten, never abandoned, and never truly alone. You are not here by accident, and neither are the gifts within you. The talents you have, the skills that come naturally to you, and the passions that light up your heart are all intentional. You've been uniquely crafted, unlike anyone else in the world, and those gifts were placed in you for a reason. They're not random, they're purposeful. Sometimes it's easy to overlook your talents or dismiss them as unimportant. You might think, what can I do that others can't? But the truth is, no one else can bring what you bring in the exact way you bring it. Your perspective, Your creativity, your approach, these are uniquely yours, and they have the power to impact the world in ways you might not even realize. Your talents are not just for you. They're meant to be shared. They're meant to uplift others, to solve problems, to bring joy, and to create change. Whether it's a talent for art, leadership, teaching, compassion, or even making others laugh, your gifts have the potential to make a difference. But they can only do that if you choose to use them. It's easy to get caught up in self-doubt, to compare yourself to others and think your talents aren't good enough. But comparison is the thief of purpose. You don't need to be like anyone else. What you have is enough because it was given to you for a specific reason. Trust that your gifts, when nurtured and used, will lead you exactly where you're meant to go. Using your talents isn't just about achieving success. It's about fulfillment. It's about stepping into the person you were created to be and experiencing the joy that comes from doing what you were meant to do. When you use your gifts, you honor the one who gave them to you. You step into alignment with your purpose, and in doing so, you inspire others to do the same. Don't bury what's inside you. Don't let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others keep you from sharing your talents with the world. The world needs what you have to offer. You were created with intention, and your gifts are part of that intention. So embrace them, develop them, and most importantly, use them. They are yours for a reason, and that reason is bigger than you can imagine. Your life is part of something much greater than what you can see right now. Every experience, every challenge, every success, and even every setback is part of a larger plan unfolding in ways you may not fully understand. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day struggles and think that your life is just a series of random events. But nothing about you is random. There is a purpose guiding you, even when the path ahead isn't clear. Sometimes the bigger plan feels hidden, especially when things don't go the way you hoped. You might feel like your dreams are slipping away or that life is unfair, but even in those moments, the plan is still working. What seems like a delay or a detour is often a preparation for something greater. You are being shaped, strengthened, and positioned for a future that's beyond what you can imagine. You weren't created just to exist, you were created to thrive, to impact, and to fulfill a destiny that only you can achieve. The dreams and desires in your heart are there for a reason, but they're only a glimpse of what's possible. The plan for your life is bigger than your current vision. It's designed to stretch you, to grow you, and to take you places you never thought you'd go. When life feels overwhelming or confusing, trust that there's a purpose behind it all. The struggles you face are not meant to break you, they're meant to prepare you. The victories you achieve are not just for your benefit, they're part of a greater story. Everything you've been through, good or bad, is contributing to the person you're becoming. You don't need to see the entire picture right now. Sometimes the plan reveals itself one step at a time, asking you to walk forward in faith. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to trust that the one who designed the plan knows exactly where you're going and how to get you there. Your life is not small. It's not insignificant. You are part of something much greater, something that will not only change you, but also touch the lives of others. Hold on to that truth when doubt creeps in. You are being guided towards something extraordinary, and even though you can't see it all yet, the bigger plan for your life is already in motion. Patience and faith are two of the most powerful forces you can hold on to when pursuing your dreams or navigating life's challenges. Often we want things to happen quickly. We want to see results now, to experience breakthroughs immediately. But life doesn't always work on our timeline. It's in those moments of waiting, of being tested in our patience, that we are being prepared for something bigger, something greater than what we initially envisioned. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's about trusting the process, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. It's easy to become frustrated when things aren't happening as fast as you'd like, but true growth takes time. There's value in the waiting. Each step, no matter how small or slow it may seem, is leading you toward your breakthrough. Sometimes the things you want most require time to cultivate, to grow, and to mature. You can't rush the process without risking the outcome. Faith is what holds you steady in those moments when it feels like nothing is happening. It's the belief that even when you can't see the path, even when the results aren't visible, something is still at work behind the scenes. Faith is not about certainty, it's about trust. Trust that your efforts are not in vain. Trust that you are being guided even when the road ahead is unclear. There will be times when doubt creeps in, when you question whether it's worth it to keep pushing forward, but it's in those moments that patience and faith will carry you through. They are the foundation that will keep you grounded when circumstances try to shake you. You might not see the breakthrough coming, but if you stay patient, if you hold on to your faith, you'll find that it often comes when you least expect it, in ways that exceed your expectations. The waiting is not a waste. The delays are not detours. They are part of the process, part of the growth, part of the preparation for something greater. Your breakthrough is coming, and while it may not come on your timetable, it will come at exactly the right time. So keep moving forward with patience, keep trusting with faith, and know that each step, each moment, is leading you closer to the moment when everything you've worked for, dreamed for, and prayed for will come to fruition. Kindness is one of the most powerful forces in the world, yet it's often underestimated. You might not think that a small act of kindness can make much of an impact, but in reality, it has the potential to change everything around you. Every time you choose to show kindness, whether it's in a smile, a kind word, or a simple gesture, you are creating a ripple effect that can spread far beyond what you can see. Goodness, too, has the power to transform the environment in which you live. When you choose to act with integrity, with compassion, and with a sense of justice, you set a tone for others to follow. It's like planting seeds in the soil of humanity, and those seeds grow into something beautiful and lasting. The truth is, we often underestimate the influence we have, not just in grand gestures, but in the everyday moments of our lives. The world is full of challenges, negativity, and hardship, but your kindness can break through the darkness. When you treat others with respect, when you show empathy, when you give of yourself without expecting anything in return, you are embodying the very change that the world needs. Kindness is a reflection of the strength of your character, and it speaks louder than words. Goodness, at its core, is about making the world better. It's about choosing to lift others up instead of tearing them down. In a world that sometimes feels divided and disconnected, acts of kindness bring people together. They heal wounds, ease burdens, and provide hope to those who may feel forgotten. Your goodness has the power to change the atmosphere, to make someone feel seen and valued, and to remind others of the inherent goodness in themselves. Even on days when you feel like your actions don't matter, know that they do. One person's kindness can inspire others to act in kind, creating a chain reaction that can spread through communities, workplaces, families, and even across nations. The world doesn't change all at once, but it changes one act of goodness at a time. You might not see the full extent of your impact, but rest assured the kindness and goodness you offer today will bear fruit, even if it takes time to grow. So don't underestimate the power of your presence and the positive influence you carry. Every time you choose kindness, every time you choose goodness, you are contributing to a better world. In ways both big and small, your actions matter, and they have the power to create lasting change. In a world that often feels chaotic and disconnected, remember this: your actions, no matter how small they seem, have the power to change lives and shape the world around you. The kindness you show, the goodness you live by, and the faith you carry can ripple out far beyond what you can see. You are not here by accident. Your life, your choices, and your potential are part of a much bigger story. So don't wait for someone else to make the change. Be the change. Use your gifts, embrace your purpose, and live with intention. Your patience, your kindness, and your unwavering belief in the good can transform not only your life, but the lives of others as well. The world is waiting for the impact only you can make. Step into your power and never underestimate the difference you can create. The time to act is now.